We are about to dive into a brain teaser that, at first glance, seems pretty much impossible. It's a real classic, and it's designed to make you throw out all your assumptions and think a little differently. Let's get into what makes it so darn tricky. So, I'm putting the challenge to you. I'm going to lay out all the rules, and I want you to see if you can crack it before I spill the beans. You think you're up for it?
All right, let's set the scene for this thing. Now, the setup sounds super simple, but trust me, you're going to want to listen really closely. Every little detail is crucial here.
So, what are you working with? Just 2 ropes? That's it. Well, 2 ropes and something to light them with, like a lighter. No scissors, no rulers, no measuring tape, nothing else. Just the ropes and a flame. Okay, so here's the one thing we know for sure about these ropes. If you light one end of either rope, it takes exactly 1 hour, that's 60 minutes, for it to burn all the way to the other end. Seems straightforward enough, right? Yeah, well, not so fast. Okay, now for the tricky part. This is the one rule, the big twist, that turns this from a simple math problem into a real head-scratcher.
And here it is. The ropes burn unevenly. This is everything. You got to get this part. They are not consistent at all. So you might have one section that just zips through, burns super fast, and then another part that just kind of smolders along real slow. And what that means is you can't just, fold the rope in half, cut it, and say, ta-da, 30 minutes. Nope. The halfway point of the rope's length has absolutely nothing to do with the halfway point of its burn time. So yeah, to put it simply, there's zero consistency. If you try to measure anything based on how long the rope looks, you're going to fail. Guaranteed. We've got to find a way to solve this that completely ignores the length of the rope.
So that's the big question. With just these 2 wacky, unevenly burning 60-minute ropes and a lighter, how in the world do you measure out exactly 45 minutes? Honestly, this is the perfect time to hit pause and really think about it for a second. Let it sink in. Got any ideas brewing?
Okay, you ready? Whether you think you've got it or you're totally scratching your head, let's break down the solution. And it's beautiful, really. It all comes down to one simple, clever idea that lets us completely bypass that whole uneven burning problem. So here's the magic trick, the big aha moment. What happens if you light a rope not from one end, but from both ends at the same time? Think about it. It doesn't matter if one side burns fast and the other burns slow, the 2 flames are just going to race towards each other and eventually meet somewhere in the middle. And when they meet, poof, the whole rope is gone. And guess what? The time that takes is always, without fail, exactly half the total burn time.
So, you see, we can't get 30 minutes by cutting the rope in half, but we can create a perfect, reliable 30-minute timer by lighting one of our 60-minute ropes from both ends. That single idea is the key that unlocks this entire puzzle. Okay, so now we have our 30-minute timer. That's our building block. Let's use it to get to our final goal of 45 minutes. I'm going to walk you through it step by step.
All right, here we go. At the very start, time 0, you're going to do 2 things at the exact same time. Get rope A and light it from both ends. Remember, that's our 30-minute timer. Simultaneously, you take rope B and light it from just one end. Now, you just watch and wait. After exactly 30 minutes, rope A will be completely gone. And at that precise moment, we know that rope B, which has been burning from one end, must have exactly 30 minutes of burn time left. So, what do? We take our lighter and light the other end of rope B. And since that remaining piece has 30 minutes of fuel left, lighting it from both ends means it'll burn out in half that time, 15 more minutes.
So let's just visualize that. The first chunk of time, that 30 minutes, we got that from rope A burning out completely. The second chunk of time, the last 15 minutes, we got from what was left of rope B. So you've got 30 minutes plus 15 minutes, which gives us, voila, exactly 45 minutes. It's so clean when you see it all laid out, isn't it?
So why does this matter? I mean, besides being a fun party trick, it's actually a fantastic lesson in how to think about problems, creatively.
The real beauty of this solution is that it forces you to reframe the whole problem. You have to stop thinking about measuring length and start thinking about manipulating time. Rope A isn't really a rope anymore. It's a 30-minute timer. And we use that timer to tell us the exact moment when rope B has 30 minutes of burn time left. Then we just apply our 2-ended burn trick a second time to get that last 15 minutes. It's all about using one tool to set up the next step.
And really, that's the big takeaway, isn't it? It makes you wonder, what other problems in life seem totally impossible, just because we're looking at them the wrong way? This puzzle is a great reminder that sometimes the most difficult challenges don't need a more complicated tool. They just need a fresh perspective. If you can throw out your old assumptions, you might find that the solution was right there in front of you the whole time. Something to think about, right? Thanks for joining me on this one.